everyone, it's Julia. I wanted to share with you today a project that I've been working on. I found this fabric a couple years ago, and do you ever have that moment when you see a fabric and it just immediately inspires you to make something, and you have an idea and you know what you want to make? Well, that's what happened with this fabric. It has art or paint swatches on it, and the colors of the paint underneath it. For any of you who do any watercoloring or any kind of painting, you often will swatch out your colors, and that's what this fabric is. I'm so sorry, but it has been a couple years since I bought this, and I've been hoarding it. You know the story. It is a Quilting Treasures collection, and I'll link that down below, but I have not been able to find it, so I don't know if you can or not, but if you're interested in this exact fabric. But the project that I made, you can do it with any type of inspirational creative type fabric. I ended up making these art kits. The outside has the word inspire that I inked with a waterproof ink. It was a stamp that I had, and I'll link all the supplies that I used if I can find them down below for you. But inside is the little art journal. A little bit more of the pouch. It does have a dangle on the top with a little one of those little bulb pins and a couple buttons, and I did use the fusible foam for this, so it's structured, but it's also very soft. Just a real nice feel to it. Inside the little pouch is the art journal, and this I used the Peltex stabilizer, so it's sturdy. And I did a demo on how I do that, a little tutorial, and I'll make sure to link that for you. So if anybody's interested in going back and creating this type of structured fabric cover, you can do it. Again, I stamped. This one says make art every day. On the inside are pockets and two elastics which hold the watercolor paper. And I did purchase this watercolor paper through Amazon, and I will again link it. The pages were the 6x9, and I just folded them in half, so I didn't have to do any cutting on them at all. It's 140-pound paper, and it's 100% cotton. A very nice watercolor paper. But this is one of the things that I really wanted to share with you, and maybe you're familiar with it, but it's really a fun thing, and that is the Peerless Watercolors. What I love about these is they're just these highly pigmented little swatches, and you just pick up your color with either a wet brush. I love using the water brushes for this. Your water brush would fit right in the little pouch, and you'd be set. You can go out and do your urban sketching and then do your painting on the go, or a wonderful travel kit. But a little bit more about these Peerless watercolors. I did put a little plastic sheet in here to prevent the smearing and the blending of the colors. The Peerless watercolors come in this little booklet. They are self-blending, they are transparent, and like I mentioned, they're highly pigmented. But what's so interesting in these is they were first created in 1902, made in the US, they're made in Wisconsin, and they were used to tint photographs, the black and white or the sepia type photographs, and that's what they used. And to this day, they haven't really changed much with the process. They're still handmade little watercolor sheets. Inside the little booklet is some more information. On each color, they'll have the sheet. I've cut off of this, but it's a full sheet, and they'll have the color name, and then they'll also just explain a little bit about the color and maybe where you can use that color and what tints you can get with this, using this color with other colors, that type of thing. Really interesting. And in this particular booklet, there's 15 colors. So this is the basic book. And in the little booklet that I made, you get all 15 colors and just a little swatch of them. These do last a long time though. The one that I purchased a few years ago, I used a lot, and I just keep it right in my little art book, and it's just fun to have on the go. I ended up making 6 of these little booklets, 3 or 2 of each of they're the same outside fabrics, but I did use different lining fabrics. I have a yellow, I have a lime green, and then also I did a turquoise, and the turquoise are already gone. I've made 2 of each color, but these are now listed in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. But 2, I'll list down below, like if you're interested in the Peerless watercolors and just to be able to create something like this, these would make wonderful gifts for any artist in your family, or if you yourself love to travel with your art supplies. It's a great way to go. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.